In their sleep, they found themselves trapped in horrific scenarios, breaking apart massive mountains with their bare hands, being beaten mercilessly, or enduring other forms of torment. These dreams were so realistic that they left physical marks and bruises on their bodies. Upon waking, the villagers would feel the pain from their dreams as if they had truly experienced the suffering. There lived a young girl named Bisi. The villagers knew her well, but not because she was like everyone else. Bisi was an orphan, a child of the streets, with no parents or family to call her own. From a tender age, she roamed the village, her tattered clothes and unkempt hair a testament to her harsh life. She survived on the kindness of strangers, begging for food and shelter, always on the lookout for a place to rest her weary head. The village of Ojunrin was a place steeped in tradition and ritual. Its people believed fervently in the power of their customs, one of which was particularly grim. Every year, the village elders conducted a ritual that required the sacrifice of a virgin girl around the age of 18. This ancient practice, they believed, was the key to the village's prosperity and wealth. The elders and the people of Ojunrin were convinced that the gods demanded this sacrifice to ensure their continued blessings. As the years went by, it became increasingly difficult to find a suitable girl for the ritual. The villagers, aware of the impending fate that awaited their daughters, took drastic measures. Many parents married off their daughters as soon as they turned 18 to protect them from the sacrificial knife. Others ensured their daughters were no longer virgins by that age, hoping this would save them from being chosen. The elders were in a bind. The ritual's time was drawing near, and they had yet to find a suitable candidate. Panic began to spread among them, fearing the wrath of the gods if they failed to perform the sacred ceremony. It was during one of their frantic meetings that a solution appeared in the most unexpected form. Bisi, oblivious to the significance of the day, wandered into the village square. She was hungry as usual and hoped to find some scraps to eat. Her presence caught the attention of the elders, who were desperate and running out of options. They looked at Bisi, a girl of 18, and saw an opportunity. Her status as an orphan and her mental illness made her an ideal candidate in their eyes. Surely no man would have desired her, they thought. She must still be a virgin. The elders conferred among themselves, their voices hushed but urgent. The decision was made quickly. They called upon the strongest men in the village, instructing them to seize Bisi and take her to the sacrificial room. Bisi, unaware of what was happening, did not resist as the men carried her away. She was accustomed to being pushed around and treated harshly by others. As the ritual preparations began, the village gathered to witness the ceremony. The atmosphere was tense, a mix of fear and anticipation hanging in the air. The villagers watched in silence as the elders performed the sacred rites, their chants echoing through the night. Bisi, the chosen sacrifice, lay on the altar, her fate sealed. The ritual was completed, and Bisi was sacrificed. The villagers returned to their homes, believing they had once again secured their prosperity through this gruesome act. Life in Ojunrin continued, and the memory of Bisi began to fade, as did the memories of the other girls sacrificed before her. 4 years passed and the village thrived. The crops were plentiful, and the people lived in relative comfort. The annual ritual was forgotten, a dark chapter in the village's history that no one wished to revisit. It was during this period of peace and prosperity that a strange woman arrived in Ojunrin. This woman, mysterious and unfamiliar, set up a small food stall in the village square. Her food was unlike anything the villagers had ever tasted. Rich, flavorful, and irresistibly delicious, it quickly became the talk of the town. People flocked to her stall, eager to sample her dishes. Even the king of the village, known for his discerning palate, sent his servants to buy her food. The woman, who never revealed her name, cooked with a skill that mesmerized everyone. Her dishes were prepared with a precision and care that spoke of years of experience. She was a master in the kitchen, and her customers became addicted to her food. Day after day, the lines grew longer, and her popularity soared. Despite her success, the woman remained an enigma. She rarely spoke and kept to herself, focusing solely on her cooking. The villagers, enthralled by her culinary prowess, did not pry into her past. They were content to enjoy her food and left her to her solitude. But as the weeks passed, strange occurrences began to unfold in Ojinrin. People started to experience unsettling dreams, vivid and terrifying. In their sleep, they found themselves trapped in horrific scenarios, breaking apart massive mountains with their bare hands, being beaten mercilessly, or enduring other forms of torment. These dreams were so realistic that they left physical marks and bruises on their bodies. Upon waking, the villagers would feel the pain from their dreams as if they had truly experienced the suffering. At first, the villagers dismissed these dreams as mere nightmares. But as more and more people began to suffer from these disturbing visions, fear and paranoia spread through Ojinrin. No one could find a logical explanation for the dreams, and the village was gripped by a sense of impending doom. Some villagers resorted to using traditional herbs to prevent themselves from sleeping, desperate to escape the torment that awaited them in their dreams. The village elders, concerned by the growing unrest, convened a meeting to discuss the strange occurrences. They decided to seek the counsel of the village oracle, a wise and revered figure known for her insight and connection to the spiritual realm. The elders hoped the oracle could provide answers and a solution to the plight that had befallen Ojinrin. The oracle, an old woman with eyes that seemed to see into one's soul, listened to the elders' concerns. She remained silent for a long time, her expression grave. Finally, she spoke, her voice filled with a mix of sorrow and foreboding. "This is only the beginning of your sufferings," the oracle said. "The dreams are a manifestation of the sins this village has committed. The gods are punishing you for the innocent lives taken in the name of tradition. You will suffer greatly, but you will not find solace in death. No one in this village can die, not even by their own hand. You will endure this torment for eternity unless you change your ways." The elders were stunned into silence. The weight of the oracle's words hung heavy in the air. The oracle continued, her voice now laced with a glimmer of hope. "There is a way to end your suffering," she said. "You must abandon the practice of sacrificing young virgins. Instead, you should show compassion to the homeless and the needy. Give them care and support, and pray every morning for forgiveness. Only then might the gods show mercy and lift this curse." The elders left the oracle's dwelling, their minds racing with the gravity of the situation. They knew the village had to change, but convincing the people of Ojinrin to abandon such a deeply ingrained tradition would be no easy task. In the following months, the village elders worked tirelessly to implement the oracle's advice. They organized efforts to help the homeless and the needy, encouraging villagers to offer food, shelter, and care to those less fortunate. Morning prayers became a common practice, with the villagers gathering at dawn to seek forgiveness and mercy from the gods. Gradually, a transformation began to take place in Ojinrin. The people, driven by fear of the curse and a desire for redemption, embraced the changes. The once prevalent practice of sacrificing young virgins was abandoned, replaced by acts of kindness and compassion. The village became a community of caring individuals, united by their shared goal of lifting the curse. Years passed, and the strange dreams that had plagued the villagers slowly faded away. The physical marks and bruises disappeared, and the people of Ojinrin could finally sleep peacefully. The village had changed, and the curse seemed to have been lifted. One day, the mysterious woman who had enchanted the village with her delicious food disappeared without a trace. Her stall, once bustling with activity, stood empty. The villagers, though puzzled by her sudden departure, continued with their lives, grateful for the peace that had returned to their village. Curiosity got the better of the elders, and they returned to the oracle to seek answers about the strange woman and the end of their suffering. The oracle, her eyes twinkling with a knowing smile, revealed the truth. "Did you notice the woman who sold food in your village?" the oracle asked. "Yes," the elders replied, nodding. "That woman was Bisi," the oracle said, "the orphan girl you sacrificed years ago. She could not rest in peace because of the injustice done to her. She returned to punish the village, but also to guide you towards redemption. Her spirit has now found peace because you have changed your ways." The elders were stunned, their hearts heavy with guilt and sorrow. They had wronged an innocent girl and many others like her over the years. The realization was a bitter pill to swallow, but it also solidified their resolve to never repeat the mistakes of the past. From that day on, the village of Ojunrin continued to uphold their new traditions of kindness and compassion. The story of Bisi and the curse became a powerful reminder of the importance of empathy and the consequences of blind adherence to harmful customs. The villagers ensured that no more innocent lives would be lost in the name of tradition, and they lived with a newfound sense of purpose and unity.